Peace person, my sweet mama for life. Oh, much love, mama. She's singing it. Dr. Open Eye, my love. Oh, my backbone, sis Goretta. Welcome, Treaty, sweet sis. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Miss Kim. Welcome, Miss Kim. Thanks, sis Goretta. Mini host. Much love from Auntie Goretta. Please, as you come in, like and share. Like and share as you come in. We're having a caller already. We're having a caller even before we've started the show. I'm sure she hasn't noticed your life. Queen Akis Diamond, my sis of high standards, welcome. Queen Bridget, darling sis, I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Ngumajini wakwa wandi. Wama ngumajini wakwa wandi. Oh, proud Bafu girl. 100%, 100%. Proud Bafu girl. Woyo, oh, oh, oh. Jiale sesegale no iba mukurule masa. Hey, alele, alele. Sit down, honey. Jiba mukurule masa. Aya oh. Jiale sesegale no iba mukurule masa. Please, as you come in, as you join us, like and share. Oh my, Dr. I cannot lie. I wouldn't say yes. I can't lie, Dr. No, I can't. Sorry. That's the one I've tried, and it's more than me. Sit down, honey, please. Sit down. Sit down, please. Please like and share as you come in. Like and share as you come in. Sit down, honey, please. Aya oh, njia le sesegale nuiba mokurule masa. Ashati Diki, my sweet sis. Gosh, we're still struggling to meet up. We need to fix a meeting so we can sort that thing out. Hit me up after this, darling. Sophia James, my darling sis. Oh. Fancy lifestyle. Welcome, darling. I see you. Well, what's my Queen Atkins Diamond saying? Let me breathe it from this side. It's easier this way. Let me, co-host, can I just turn? I just have to turn down your volume a little bit, honey, okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Queen Aki Diamond says, Bella Fountain, not from Grassfield Land, but the way you vibe this music, I always enjoy it too. Though I don't understand what he's saying. Oh, Queen Aki's Diamond, I love it. The message is amazing. It's a great message. It's a message for us youths. Like it's advice telling the young people to listen to their parents. You know, what an elder sees sitting down, we cannot see. So what this music is all about is listen to them. If your parents should tell you, go to school because that's important. If they can afford it, go get your education and make it better life out of yourself. But of course, we have stubborn ones who want to do otherwise. They want to go get married before their time. Lulu, welcome, darling sis. And the ones who want to travel, especially back in the days where people want to go to the Southwest because they thought it was the land of milk and honey. And when they go there, of course, they're going to do all this call girl stuff and come back with all the illnesses you can think of. So this is a message for them. If you're stubborn, you're going to end up like Ngum in the music. Evia Claras, my lovely, sweet big sis, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is a message. So if you are like Ngum, you're not listening to your parents, you will end up, you know, with whatever you can think of. Ivy Love, welcome, darling sis. I see you. Please, as you come in, like and share. Like and share as you come in. Oh, asking for a friend, my auntie dearest, the one and only auntie for me. Welcome, auntie. Thank you so much for joining. Simple Sandy. This is my radical says, Simple Sandy. Oh my God. This name, Simple Sandy, is ironical because you're not simple. You are a firecracker. Oh, auntie said she didn't get the notification. I wonder why though, auntie. I wonder why. Jinketon! Oh, my sweet sis is here. Oh, Merited Grace. Look at my mumas are coming. Association of all the proud Bafusians. Coming. Oh, my mom of two boys. My beautiful sis from another mother. Welcome, sisters. Thank you for joining. Please, as you come in, like and share. Like and share the video. For those of you, I think it's my phone. I need to reset. Okay, auntie. Kamejis with the PPJ. My sweet sis. Welcome. Those are my number ones. The ones who have been there since the beginning. Thank you so much for joining, sis. Have a seat, honey. Have your bottle. Water. Have water. Sit down and have some water. Don't give me any grief today because I have something really pertinent to discuss with my friends, okay? You better behave before your aunties and uncles tell you off. Queen Bridget, welcome, darling. I see you. Bella, I'm here today to coach people. No. Okay, peace person. You need to remind Queen Bridget. Okay, now I'm gonna remind our Queen Bridget and others. All right, you can done, darling sis. Sorry guys, I've been ill. I was down with a bad flu. Now, Queen Bridget, I know you don't mean it. Peace person, my admins, you all know how we operate here. We're a platform where people have to feel free, people have to feel safe, okay? We are very learned. This is a learned platform, okay? We're very confident, we're very assertive, we say our points of view, but with respect. We disagree. It's okay, we disagree here, but respectfully, please. You can address anybody, but we don't have to insult them. You know, let's make a difference. Ezela Shawa 99, welcome sis. I see you, my darling mama. Welcome. Let's make a difference, please. I beg of you. All right, let's make a difference. We preach here differently, okay? We talk about everything, anything socio-economic, cultural, and a splash of fashion here and there. So for those of you who are here for the first time, I can see some new names. Welcome. I'm Bella, your host. If this is your first time here, feel free. We are like a little family. We're growing. We support each other. We come here to learn and to be learned, okay? Now, If you're new and you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor, show your girl some love. Tap on that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so whenever I come on live or drop a video, you will not miss a thing. And to all my returning subscribers, oh, my darling big sis Zion Fred, the stunning, beautiful big sis of mine. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Simple Sandy say make una not try direct me because I fit lose guard. No, you should direct Simple Sandy, please. Simple Sandy needs to be reminded she's a firecracker. She's like a Halloween firecracker, to be honest. So thank you all my returning subscribers. It's always nice. Ken Sweet, welcome darling, my respect. Thank you so much for coming. I see you. Thank you. So I want to appreciate every one of you. Easter to remember. Oh my sisters are here. When I see you all, literally I'm just swelling up. So thank you all so much for coming. I really want to appreciate you all for always being here to support me day in, day out, week in, week out. Thank you all so much. You're the reason why I nurse the courage and motivation to come on and light my camera, because I feel like somebody out there is interested to hear what I have to say. So thank you all so much. Bella, read my comments. Sit down, honey, please. Sit down. Thank you. Jinken Dawn. No insult here, please. Thank you, Jinken Dawn. Thank you so much. I pledge not to insult. Thank you, Dr. Opai. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, if you look at my title, I have written there false accusation, blackmail, and social myth. Now, for those of you who have been on social media and have been watching me since day one and following me, and you've been watching, other platforms, some of you, letting go. Oh, my beautiful sis, I've been seeing you. I see your movements. Thank you so much. You're an amazing person. Whoever is behind that profile, keep being you, because I think you're an amazing person. You're fantastic. I can feel your energy. I see the way you move around. Thank you so much for being such a great person in the community. I appreciate you. Now, if you've been here for a while, some of you will recognize this t-shirt. Banesh Princess, oh my God. Banesh Princess, welcome. Now, some of you, I don't know if you recognize this. I've taken a photo with Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin with this particular outfit, the whole ensemble that I have. And coincidentally, my hands fell on this same outfit today, and I just felt like I need to wear it. I need to put on this outfit. Now, we all know what's happening. We all know what's happening in our community. I'm one person who loves peace and unity and harmony. I love it when people are united, people are happy, because I believe that we thrive more. We thrive more when we are together. They say united we stand, divided we fall. Okay, united we stand, divided we fall. Please, if you haven't liked, please like the video. Sit down, honey, please. Okay, this is very important. This is so important. Mommy has to do this. Okay, sit down. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a seat. What do you want me to get you? Do you want some ice cream? Co-host is not having it. Ice cream? All right, sit down, then I get some ice cream. 1 minute, please, guys. Sit down, take a seat. Right, there we go. Someone's gonna be happy now. There you go. Okay, I need to put on your, sorry guys, co-host needs attention. If we don't settle her, we will not be settled as well. Put this on, otherwise it's gonna mess up your white top. Johnson. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What's happened? You want it? What do you want? You want the iPad? If you mess this up, you will have your daddy to deal with. Okay. Please like and share. I'm so sorry, guys. Please bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. These are the joys of motherhood. Okay, not complaining, not complaining. Now, so for those of you who know me, okay, anybody who knows Bella and you've been, you know, by my side, or you know, you've known me on any platform, I've always been me. I say what I feel, and I try to be respectful, and I apologize. If I'm Moko, my darling baby sis, welcome. And I apologize if I offend anyone, or if somebody will tell me I have offended them. I'm happy to apologize and make amends and move on. I love to support every single person. You all know I love to support every single person. And if I feel like I'm not supported, I say it. Okay? Simple Sandy. If I don't feel supported, I say it, and I'm very outspoken like that. I don't know how to beat around the bushes, or I'm not one to be shy. You know, I'm not shy to air my mind to my fellow counterpart or colleague. Now, some people may not like me. I mean, some people may like me, and that's how life works. That's how life operates. You don't have to get along with everybody. You don't vibe with everybody. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to have issues or conflict with somebody not to, in order to dislike them. Some people just dislike you for just no good reason, and that's okay. As you grow older, you kind of understand these things and you work with it. Now, things are happening in our community, and I always love when we are together. And when things go wrong, Bella, someone like me, I love to see, you know, give my own take of situation and see how we can resolve and make things better for everybody. Okay, for everybody, because I feel more settled and happy when everybody around me is happy too. And I try and avoid places where it's going to cause me more, you know, disturbance mentally. Okay, my mental well-being is very important to me. I want to be able to sleep at night. I want to be able to sleep at night. Now, I remember the very first time when we all had a very like a serious issue in our community, where some of our sisters were falling out with each other. And if you all remember, I did a show here, and the title of that show was Where is the Love? And where is the love? I had to remind each and every sister of mine that was on that poster of their strength, and why the different strengths put together would make an amazing force, and how it's important for people to have differences, but find a way to work out those differences and build a better relationship. I did that show, and I want to believe maybe one or two, or maybe just, yeah, one or two of the persons in concern were actually present that day, and one of them actually shared that video out of the 6 persons that were related to this situation. And now, I don't know if you guys remember, now that was the first instance. That was me trying to bring unity among ourselves in my own little way. Okay, in my own little way. And then secondly, if you all remember, again, I did a show, and that has been my longest show. Mind you, I'm a mom of a toddler. It's not easy to make a show for an hour with a toddler. Talk less of 4-hour show, and I was standing on that day. But I said to myself, if this is a sacrifice I have to make, you know, to my community to get people together, I would do it. I would do it. I don't go, Lily, my sweet big sis. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I said to myself, if that's the sacrifice I have to make, please like the video as you come in. We have 4,400 people watching in just 209 people have actually liked the video. I said I would do the show, and I did that show, and the title of that show was What's the Way Forward? And if you remember, I actually spoke with Auntie Rosemary, and she actually attested on her show. She confirmed on her show. I spoke with her and I said, please give me permission to do this topic, because I feel like I'm the best neutral person to talk about it and see how we can come together and be one happy people. Now, I did that show with everybody involved. The main parties concerned, just one was present for that show. Just one person was present on that show, and that was the only person who called. And that show was open to everybody. Kamejis TV, welcome sis, I see you. That show was open to everybody to call. We wanted to find a solution. We wanted to seek solution as to how we can resolve and bring peace in our community. I did my best. Some people had their criticism, which some dropped comments under my show, and I clarified it. I replied some we disagreed, which is absolutely fair. I take it. You know, sometimes we cannot speak the mind of everybody, okay? I took my own correction, my own criticism. I took it graciously. And now what I hear on certain platforms is, oh, let me not skip. And also, I actually dropped text messages to certain people. I dropped text messages to two of the main parties involved in what is happening in our community now. I dropped a text message. One, which I dropped on the 9th of April, and it still has just one tick on it. And the other one was with regards to my younger sister, Yvette Mokom, who was accused of being beehive returned. So I spoke with the person concerned, and they said they had nothing to do with it. I was questioning, and that was it. Now I see on a platform people that I have supported, people that have given every time of mine, my energy and all to support. I see them making comments like, you know, calling names, tagging me to names, derogatory names, and saying people like me, we have decided not to say anything. We've decided to pick sides and not help to resolve, you know, situations in our community. I found it so sad, because that's a big lie. That's not true. That's not true. That's why I say to people, I don't get involved in, it's not in everything that I get involved in. There are certain things that I just stay quiet, but when I feel like it's important for me to step in, I step in, and I try not to step on people's toes. Now, I did that show. Of course, the same person who is accusing me of not making any effort to bring unity in our community is the same person who is never or hardly on my show. It's the same person who is hardly or never on my show. And that's why I find it very upsetting, because if you're not sure, if you don't know, La Vie Belle, welcome, darling. Oh, I love this person, this name. I just love this name. I just love this name. If you're never under my show, how do you then know that I have been here trying so much to help, to bring unity? How do you know? And because the second show I did, that was almost 4 hours, to be honest with you, it was an opportunity for everybody to call and air their mind and say how they feel, so that people can actually seek, you know, practical solutions to resolve issues. But if people are not present, how can we then move forward? There's only so much that Bella can do, and I always beg on everybody, just do your little bit. Do your bit. As long as you know that you're happy, you've done your best, that's what matters, okay? That's what matters. Anything else really doesn't matter. But the people who have been here, who have been following me, you all know I've done everything in my little possible best to make sure that we are all living as one people. And of course, if you're underestimating, if somebody says something like, a platform where if again are 8 people in the viewing, that's very dangerous. In life in general, I always say in life in general, never underestimate somebody. Never underestimate any person, even if it's a child. If a child should tell you something, it doesn't matter if the child is babbling. In that babbles, if you listen and you focus, you would understand. If you cannot understand, you will feel what the child is trying to tell you. If you've been a parent, you can understand what I mean. Sometimes kids don't speak. Kids don't talk. But you can tell what they need. That's why you must never dismiss. You're too excited for my liking, Ray Ray. Yvette, come and carry Yami and go. Miss Ray, calm down a little bit. I think I'm giving you too much sugar. Don't disregard anybody. Mama, this Mia is going to kill me today. Don't disregard anybody. Never disregard anybody. Because it's little drops of water make an ocean. Okay? Which means just our little efforts that we put together as a people can bring the difference that we so desire. The little efforts that we as a people put together will bring the outcome that we so deserve. Mama G, welcome, my beautiful sis. Thank you so much for coming. But if you're dismissive of somebody, if you're dismissive of the Fountainers, and regarding their platform as an insignificant platform, why then would you want Bella to come and resolve things? Because Bella tried. But if nobody is paying attention, Bella, I'm not going to take my head and put on a plate or on a platter just because I want to please my people. And personally with me, when I feel like I've tried my best, I back off. I'm quiet. I do not say anything. I don't go further. I don't push people. And I always say it, even when I disagree with somebody and I feel like I don't want to move on with that person, I just detach myself respectfully. That's what I do. That's why sometimes under the comment section, I've been on the comment section where people have literally, thrown insults at me, or people have actually come under my post and dropped insults. And if they are literally those are profiles that I already knew before, I find it hard. I find it difficult because I cannot insult. I cannot throw insult or give really harsh words to those people, because those are people that I've actually been there with. People I've celebrated and laughed with. So there's no way I can be so shady or nasty to certain people. I can't do it. Thank you, Dr. Obu. I couldn't. I can't. I cannot bring myself to disrespect anybody that I have called my own, anybody that has been in my circle, anybody that we've laughed together and cried together. There's no way I can disrespect that person in public. No. I can never do it. I will address you, but I will not be degrading. I will not be demeaning. That's just a simple truth. So it's heartbreaking when you see people who have been there happy and laughing with you. The next minute, they want to tear you into pieces. It's so sad. Bella, I will not be part of it. That's not my upbringing. I will never do it. I can disagree with you, but I will never do it. I will never. It's not me. It's not me. I will never do it. For some people, they find it comfortable to do it, but that's not in me. That's not in me. That's not in me. There's just few things that I wrote down. There are few things that I wrote down with regards to this whole thing. Okay, Bella, I cannot do magic. I cannot do magic to fix things if people cannot fix themselves. We are all adults. Visionary Star TV, welcome, Mommy Brie. I see you. Let me just read some comments, and I'll read some points I actually wrote down. Jean Kendon says, I pray people will watch shows with an open heart. And mean them, I beg, if I go astray, make una not block me. Simple Sandy, they will block you if you don't behave. You, this fireball cracker. This person says, you are the most realistic person on this media street, and you can go to every length to support someone. I'm proud of you, Mama. Thank you, Mama. I try my best, and thank you so much for always being there to support me as well. Queen Agnes Diamond, Simple Sandy, you are child, where are you? Okay, no. Peace person say 8 people where them carry weight, no be any kind 8 people. Your grace and wisdom will pull the right people. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Mama, for reminding, for saying that, because for me, beautiful Emma, oh, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. For me, it's not about the crowd. For me, it's not about the crowd. Now, this is something people fail to understand. People come on media for 2 reasons. Some people come just to make money. Others come to make money and to share knowledge. And I fall under the category, yes, the first point of me coming on social media, for those of you who don't know me, I've been on social media a long time. I was on Facebook with my darling big sister, but because of time difference, we're caught up with our own different work schedules. We cannot make it. We have left 12,500 followers on our page, yours and mine. You know, so I was there before, but because I love to share knowledge with people, I couldn't wait for my sister to, do her own things, and then we can decide to now go back and start off the channel. I wanted to do something. I wanted to say something. So the first thing I did was to create a motivation corner. That's a page on Facebook which has 1,100 and something people there. And I used to drop daily motivational quotes or write-ups there just to boost people's confidence. And that was inspired by an incident that happened in my family, and it encouraged me to want to see things differently, see things positively, see things from an optimistic point of view. And I created that page. Then I said to myself, YouTube, I've not dabbled. Let me go in there and see the audience that we have there. And of course, share my knowledge and also gain knowledge from YouTube. Hence why I'm here. So it's not the money that brought me on social media. I did my social media even before. My channel is there. The platform we have on Facebook, none is monetized. The General Overseer, welcome, darling sis, I see you. None of those channels are monetized. Okay, that's not my priority. YouTube is the same. If I am fortunate to make money on my channel on YouTube, I'm happy and I'm thankful. But my main priority to open all these channels is to share my knowledge and to also learn from people who want to be, with me and share this, walk this knowledge journey with me. Okay, to share this knowledge and walk this knowledge journey with me. That's me. That's me. And that's why I'm very careful with whatever I'm talking on social media. The information I bring out, I make sure I do my research, not come and just say any cock and bull story here. And I listen to people, because that's why I respect my audience so much. I respect my audience so much, because those are the people I expect to learn from. And for me, my audience, okay, they don't have to necessarily be a crowd of people. They should be the people who are willing and ready to learn and to actually be, learn something from myself. That's most important to me. So when I see people talking about 8 people viewing or 7 people viewing, it doesn't matter. The people who are viewing me, are they there to learn and to actually teach me 1 or 2 things? And if I can learn something every single day, which I do from you all, especially when you drop your comments, when it's an interactive show, it makes all the difference for me. Whenever I close my camera, I take home 1 thing. That's my honest truth. Whenever I close my camera, I take home 1 thing. Every single show that I'm on, I take home 1 thing. And that's what I want on my platform. I'm fulfilled for the day. I feel fulfilled for the day. So for me, my priority is to come and share my knowledge and to gather more knowledge. And if in the process of doing that, I get some financial benefit from it, that's a bonus. But there are people who will do it just for the money. And that's not me. And that's why I will not fight for crowd. My supporters are here. I'm slowly building the platform. You remember a couple of months ago, we had almost 500 people subscribe to us when we did the show about in-laws. We did the show and we had that number of people subscribe. I didn't go to look for them. Auntie Rosemary's daughter actually helped me gain that. You guys shared me out and people subscribed. So for me, that's all I can ask from you guys. That's all I can ask. Steady but surely. Steady but surely. Okay? So that's Bella for you. And that's a platform for you. And I love each and every person that comes to this platform. Now I say, there's not much we can do. Okay? There's not much we can do. The responsibility lies on every one of us. On every single person. Okay? The responsibility lies with us. The responsibility lies with us. If we have to make things work, it doesn't matter how much Bella will speak, it doesn't matter how much Bella will shout. If we have to respect each other, you have to respect people's platform. If you go on a platform and somebody says, this platform is not for insult, please don't insult on the platform. Just go by the rules. Look at how we are here. We are always, when we are here, we are very happy. We're always laughing. We share ideas. We crack jokes at times, but we are, we want to take home something with us. We respect somebody, respect their platform, respect their decision. Respect people's decision. If somebody says on their platform, do not insult. This thing where people feel like you cannot control your commenters, you can control your comment section. Yes, I have control of my viewers. I have the power to control what's happening under this comment section. Push come to shove, I will close the show. Push come to shove, if my admins cannot control insults under the comment section. Oh, okay, sis, thank you so much. I can close the show. But if you are firm on the fact that do not insult. First daughter of Kanye, welcome, darling sis, I see you. Sit down. Sit. No, sit down, let me clean your face. Look at you, ice cream everywhere. Sit, sit, sit. Sit. Okay, sorry guys, just a minute. Please like the video and share as you come in, guys. I'm just tidy this for the baby. The battery of this one is low, Rere. Okay. Behave yourself, please. Behave yourself. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see. Wait. How come you haven't had? No. It's okay. It's okay. Let me get your internet. I'll get your internet. Okay. It's okay, Baba. It's okay, honey. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay now. It's okay. There you go. There you go. Sorry, guys. There you go. Okay. Good girl. What's that one, honey? Wait. Oh God, I've lost my pen. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me read the comments because I must have missed something here. Now, true. The way you control comment section, even me, the fear of type. Yes, you have to control your comment section. Simple Sandy says you have to control it. You really have to control it. Support Pekin, my darling, curvaceous, beautiful sis. Welcome. Sit down, Rere. Sit down. Let's put your tablet on charge, okay? Behave yourself. Behave yourself, Rere. Behave yourself. Where's the remote? Let me put your wheels on first. Okay. There you go. I'll leave that there for you. Okay? You can skip it yourself. Simple Sandy. Right. So I always say we need to respect each other. Respect people's platform. When you go to someone's platform and they say to you, the general overseer. Not as much as you say, it's not as much as you. Now, you have to respect people's platform. What they say, their rules, the rules they set on that platform, you have to follow it. And if you're firm and you're assertive, people will respect it. Your admins will make sure that they actually comply. They make people comply with the rules and guidance of that platform. That's a simple truth. That's a simple truth. If I should say now, look at Simple Sandy is itchy to cosh, as he or she is saying. If I should say now, oh, the floor is open for insult, you would see people will come like bees or flies chasing physiques, and there will be insults will be flying left, center, backwards. That's the honest truth. But if you establish it from day one and say no insult, it would become second nature. And when people come to your platform, it will just register. It will restructure their mind to say, the fountainers don't insult, fountainers don't insult. And that's a simple truth. If you say you're a learned person, you don't insult. You're a well-mannered person, you don't insult. That's a simple truth. My nyash is not as big as Brenda's. Brenda's one, people are paying to ghetto. And I say, very important that we have to remember. Oh my God, somebody just blessed me. Oh, Ama TV, my selfless sis. Ama TV is a black ebony. In fact, you guys, I'm fortunate to have met her. I'm so fortunate to have met her. She's such a beautiful lady. That's not her real name, though. That's not her real name. I didn't ask her real name because it was only respectful that I don't ask her real name. Everybody's under Ninja account, but I saw this person. She's drop dead gorgeous. She had a beautiful bob with ponytail, beautiful, nice physique. She's stunning, okay? And she's selfless. I will always love and appreciate Ama TV for being there to support her own when the worst case happened. So yes, so respect, communication. We should be able to communicate our feelings, our disgruntlement. What is making you upset? What is it you want to tell the other person that they've done that's upsetting to you? What do you expect from that other person? Say it confidently, openly, respectfully. Tell them. Like, I said, I've called on shows and I've said it openly where I felt like I'm not being supported by my colleagues, the way I support them. I said it and I've said it openly. That's a simple truth. And in life, my principle, the way I behave, if I keep bringing food to the table every single time, or I keep coming to the table to dine alone, it becomes boring. I have to think of something else. I have to walk away. I need to walk away. Okay, it's like a bank of friendship. If you have a bank of friendship, in the bank of friendship, there is deposit. You have to deposit to be able to grow that bank. And if you're only withdrawing and withdrawing and withdrawing, before you know it, the account will be dry. It will be empty. So for me to have a deficit in my bank of friendship, I would rather walk away before I get, conned out of my little savings. And that's how I work. That's how I operate. That's my honest truth. And that's why I will back off. I say I will back off, but I'll back off with grace. I'll back off with respect. I'll back up, still maintaining that person's boundaries. That's just me. That's just me. And when somebody tells us, if somebody should tell you what is actually bugging them, why do some people find it difficult to listen? If I come to you, beautiful Emma, and I say, beautiful Emma, I'm not happy with the way you're going about things. These are the issues that I need you to look at or look into when it comes to you and I's relationship. I expect you, beautiful Emma, I'm just using you as an example. I have no issues with you, darling sis. And now I expect you, beautiful Emma, to say to me, okay, sis Bella, now how can I make things better? I'm going to do my best. And then beautiful Emma is going to try her best to see that her sister Bella is appeased. Okay? That's what you do. You don't ignore people because we are human beings and we have emotions. When people have emotions, some people are very outspoken. They will say it while others will buckle it. Before you know, boom, volcano. 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 Before you know it, it's a volcano. So let's learn to listen. Be good listeners. It's very important to be good listeners. So many issues can be resolved like that. You can nip it in the bud before it becomes a magnified issue. Nip it in the bud. I believe in nipping things in the bud before they get broader. We can just catch it, handle it, move on. When things get out of hand, sometimes they have different, exits, and it's difficult to bring them together. Big Susanna Fred is laughing that she's guilty of being the one who buckles everything in and then boom, everything explodes. Hot Pepper, my love, welcome. Oh, Pro Canopy and Aquara Debunk Analysis, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah. If you don't nip it in the bud, it's going to explode. It's going to explode. I believe in nipping things in the bud. And lastly, the last thing I want to say, please like the video as you come in. Like and share as you come in. We have to accept in life. That change is a constant thing. We cannot stop the hands of the clock or the hands of time to move. You cannot stop it. This is the only constant thing. Change. And when change happens, there's no need to want to bring things to where it was before, because once anything changes, it metamorphosized into something else. It's like a caterpillar. You have a caterpillar which then turns into a butterfly. There's no way you can turn that butterfly into a caterpillar. You cannot turn that butterfly back into a caterpillar. So you have to let the butterfly fly. Let it go away. Okay? You cannot change it. What you can do as a person is to understand the butterfly and understand how fragile the wings of the butterfly is and how you can accommodate the butterfly. In essence, what am I saying? It's okay for people to part ways. And it's okay for each party to respect departure. It's okay to respect departure. Because to be honest with you, sometimes in life, things change for the better, but because we are so scared, and the reason why we are so scared as human beings is normal, is the fear of the unknown. What's on the other side is what we are so scared of. Absolutely, Auntie Rosemary, Auntie DRS. You can't. The fear of the unknown is what's killing us. Let it go. Let go. Sometimes letting go is going to make you more peaceful. Letting go is going to make you sit and appreciate what you have around you. Because sometimes you could be having so many things happening and you're just caught up in the moment that you don't even have the time to sit and reflect and appreciate your own solo time. And sometimes in life, you have to let go and stand and sit somewhere else to have a better or a bigger picture of the world around you. It's okay. It's absolutely perfect. That's why they say you can live and be civil. Why should I not agree with Ken Smith? And when I see Ken Smith, I start throwing Ken Smith insult. Oh, you're up long head. Oh, Ken Smith, you're improper faction. Oh, Ken Smith, you are as ugly as whatever. You know, all those nasty insults that people say. Oh, Ken Smith, you look like a rabies infested something. All the nasty things. I don't have to do that to Ken Smith. I don't have to. I still have to preserve Ken Smith's dignity. I have to. Ken Smith. Sorry, darling. I just had to use you. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. I know you're gorgeous. I know you're gorgeous or handsome, whoever that is. It's just an example. I'm just trying to use it as an example. I'm just trying to use it as an example. You know, say all the insults. Some people could handle the insult. Some people can't. Someone like me. That's why I say know yourself. Know yourself. Someone like me. Trust me, Bella. If you insult me, there are certain things that you insult me, okay, it will make sense. There are certain things that if you insult me, it wouldn't make any sense. If you insult me that your blemish face, I would understand, because you see, I have blemishes all over. That's the truth. But what can I do about it? I'm just working on it. That's why I don't even put any foundation, because I want to give my face some breathing space. I can understand. Okay? But if you insult me that, oh, Bella, you ugly something. Hello? Excuse me. That you're just, I will laugh over that. I will just brush over that. Bella the prostitute, forget it. Try harder. Bella the con artist, forget it. Look for something else. But for some person, they can't take it. They cannot deal with it. So why do you want to traumatize somebody just because you have a disagreement? I don't believe in that, to be honest with you. I really don't believe in that. I'm not a believer or a supporter of that. I'm not. So please, this first part is to say, let's stop the false accusation. I did my best, but people disregard my platform. They underlook it as nothing because I have 8 viewers. That's okay. The 8 people that were viewing me on that day, they saw it, that I've done my best. Twice. And I don't remember people coming to thank me anyway. I don't remember anybody acknowledging Bella for once. I can't remember. I don't know if any of you've ever seen it. Anybody, I don't know if you've seen it somewhere where somebody has actually acknowledged Bella for trying to bring unity amongst people. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I could be wrong. But I don't remember it. As human beings, we are fast. We are so quick to talk about the things people haven't done. But we forget to talk about the things people have done. Thank you, Ama TV. Oh yes, no, because you were on the show already, sis. You were there. When I'm talking about if you've seen it, I mean as in on other platforms, like my colleagues appreciating me. So this is sad. So we have to be very careful when we make statements, especially when we have big platforms and we drive certain information and then we want to make false accusations. It's dangerous and it's damaging. It's dangerous and it's damaging. Okay, I tried my best. Goodness knows I tried my best for my people. My best can never be enough. Okay, my best can never be enough. And I cannot force everybody to accept my best. I'm a human being. I have my own shortcomings, okay? And so that's why I said little drops make an ocean. If I do my little bit and it's not sufficient enough, someone else can take it from where I left and then carry on. And then that's how we can, have a bigger and more, substantial outcome. Sit down, honey, please. Sit down. Sit down. Who's a good girl? Thank you. Sit down, baby. Thank you very much. So I just wanted to clear this part and say Bella did her best. Now let's go to the part of blackmail. If anybody wants to call, feel free to call, okay? Feel free to call. Now let's go to the part. Let's go to the part of blackmail. Stop it. Stop it. You see, you've made me have lost my pen. If I didn't lose my pen, I would have given you the phone by now. So I want to play. Stop it. Stop, Ray Ray. Stop, Ray Ray. Mommy says, stop, my ray of sunshine. My ray of sunshine. My ray of sunshine. Yes, baby. My ray of sunshine. Let me play this and then I'll give you the phone, okay? Use this for now. That's yours. Let me finish this. Now, the other part of the show is let me read what Sis Ngoreta has written down there. I need to read it because that's my backbone since day one. That's one person who shared me. She was very angry. People weren't sharing me on Facebook. Sis Ngoreta, thank you so much. Stop it. Now she said Bella is peaceful and has supported everyone on the street. Why I am angry with some people because they started insulting Bella. Let them insult, sis. They should carry on. Nobody should give up. Oh, nobody should give up. If you ask them what has Bella done to them, they will not have any explanation. Bella, you have done your best, my dear. You can't kill yourself for irrelevant things. Thank you so much. I see some people calling you Bafu Fancy. That's the funniest one. People are share for well-cultured and wisdom people. Bafu Fountain. I'm a proud Bafu girl. You guys see me? I'm dancing gum here, shaking my shoulder and the waist that my mama got me. I'm a proud Bafut girl. Proud, 100%, like in the DNA. Okay? I'm a proud Bafut girl. I am a proud Bafut girl. Sis Bella, Fountain, you are so unique. Don't worry about any negative energy. Thank you so much. even go as far as insulting Yvette Mokum and her son. That was the one that pained me the most. So yeah, now for the blackmail section. So one of my darling supporter, one of my biggest supporters on this platform sent me a video, a link. There's this very popular Nigerian YouTuber called Informa. She has this Informa TV on YouTube. Now, we've talked on this platform severally about blackmail. I want to leave Auntie Rosemary and Brenda for last because that show was an amazing show. I want to talk about that show last. Now, this auntie of mine sent me this video of Informa crying, talking about how her husband, or now her ex-husband, her ex-husband, please like the video if you haven't liked, how her ex-husband is actually doing her almost like it's revenge porn, using her nudes to blackmail her ex-husband. Listen to this, ex-husband. If you remember, Auntie Rosemary did that show about people sharing nudity, and you know, she was almost suggesting that, okay, if it's your husband, you could. And I called and I said, no, even if it's your husband, never give anybody your nudity. Do not share it, even if it's your husband, because trust me, that love that you share, tomorrow that love can turn into some bitter hate. It could literally turn from, sit down please, sit. It can turn from real sweet love to bitter hatred. And that's what happened to Informa TV. Her ex-husband is now using her nudes to blackmail her on social media, you know, wanting and extorting money from her, literally extorting money from the lady. The lady has been paying money for over the years to this guy. Even after they separated, she's been paying money to this guy because the guy had her nudes. Now, we've said it so many times, don't pay a blackmailer, because there are two types of blackmailers. There are blackmailers that will threaten you that they will do it. Sit down, please. Sit down. There are blackmailers that will threaten you that they will do it, and then they don't follow through. And there are blackmailers that will threaten you and they will follow through with their blackmail. Okay, look at what happened to Tiwa Savage. They followed through because she did not bother to pay. She had been paying, but the guy kept threatening and demanding more. That's her ex-husband, and she has kids with this child, with this guy. Let me play so you can listen to her. I want to believe that people here, we can all understand broken English, pidgin English, so to speak. She's explaining her dilemma and actually crying and saying she doesn't want to pay again. She has gone through depression. She's actually in a retreat center to stabilize her mental state of mind. That's how bad blackmail can push people to. That's the length to which blackmail can drive somebody mentally. She's literally seeking help as we speak because of the blackmail from her husband. And she's decided to speak out because she couldn't continue to pay. Henzel Ashawo 99 said that they were under that show when Informa was talking. So I want to play for those who didn't watch her, or who don't know or haven't come across this video, to listen to it and hear the pain from this woman's voice. And let it remind us, men and women, that we should not, under any circumstances, share our nude with anybody. Husband, fiance, girlfriend, brother, sister, whatsoever. Do not share it. And she's so ashamed. Let me play it so you guys can hear. Sit down, please. It's a 6-minute video. Sit.
Guys, before I will continue this video,
sit down here.
I will say I did very sorry, because I know say when I know they expect this kind of thing from me.
Navia Belter, watch it.
Me where they see that they advise me, this kind of thing they come out from me. It go dey very disappointed. And as they say, I did sorry for this. When I won't talk, because if I say make I keep quiet, I go dey die slowly. Now when I dey live,
Beautiful universe.
talk, use my mouth to talk my story. Because now me put myself for this problem. Not be bad to say, okay, make I settle down with my fellow Nigerian. If you know me, I'm not there into Nigeria relationship. That's so much.
Okay.
If you don't watch me for a year, or you know me from Senegal, you go know. Because I dey fear. I don't want make them come betray me tomorrow. But somebody they out there. Wait there with me.
Queen Atkins Diamond is a popular YouTuber. Her name is Informer. She has a channel on YouTube called Informer TV. I think she's the first lady I heard this word buy, where somebody wants to buy her husband or buy her wife. The first time I heard this vocab buy, it was from this girl Informer. So she's actually under blackmail, or she was, because she's actually come out to say it. So this is the first stage of healing for her.
It's my money. Money when I gather, I won't use that money take cut off my life. I don't know how you did do. You did with my naked. They use that nakedness.
What I find interesting is that she doesn't know how this guy obtained her nakedness. Now, which tells me that she did not give it to him. So these nudes have been taken without her knowledge. And she's going to explain here that this guy actually came to her life for a purpose. This guy actually, when they broke up, when she chucked him away, he actually told this Informer that he came to actually rip this girl off, to rip off Informer, which means he came for financial benefit. And that's why he's doing what he's doing. Stop it, babe. I'll give you in a minute.
You go put that for social media. This will not be boyfriend and girlfriend. See, when you say person, they very careful because of the work that they do. And they very careful.
It's okay, Mama.
I know to the discard, but I don't know how it take happen. But it happen.
Sit.
In case tomorrow not see anything, I beg you gonna forgive me. Nobody is above mistake. And they always talk out. So then I your own. Tomorrow will be my own. We don't know what it will happen. All these things they make me just go down.
It's so sad. You should watch a video. It's painful.
It's called treatment. Nah, not me. Treatment are they take.
It's not so much fire here. So much fire, my darling sis. Welcome, my beautiful sis with a kind heart. Welcome. Sit down. Welcome, darling sis. How are you feeling? It's terrible. It's terrible. Let's carry on listening.
Come into this person because of something for money. And you achieve it. Now you see
this guy openly said to the wife, the ex-wife, that he came to her life. Oh, that's good to hear, sis. That he came into this Informer's life because of her money. Hi! Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You see, we need to pray against Satan's, Lucifer's in our lives. We need to pray against such people, because we are targets of so many people. We are sitting here, we're talking. You don't know who is targeting you. This guy targeted this lady to come and ruin her life. Can you believe it? Just to tell us how people can be so wicked or malicious. Honestly. This is just to tell us the kind of society we are living in these days. L Beauty. Oh my God, Muma. She's taken a long time. Welcome, darling Muma. I see you. Very wicked, La Vie Belle.
Use my wickedness to threaten me. You write undertaking. You sign, say you will never lie against me. You will never stress me. When they pursue you, come off from my house. Now you they are there. They use my nakedness to threaten me. I dare you to post that.
Good.
Me, I know if they die.
Yeah.
Silent again.
She's daring him to
No,
post it.
if you were saying you they are there, you they threaten me, they use harsh words for me. I be second hand. No man go marry me again. I know.
You listen to what the guy is telling this lady. And this is typical. I've done a show about mental health and how men can manipulate. Even my show I did about narcissists. Narcissistic people will tell you. They'll make you look at yourself like a piece of shit. That man is telling the woman, you're second hand. You've been messed up, washed, whitewashed. Nobody's going to look at you. Look at you. You're messed up. You have kids already. You're dilapidated, depreciated, no value. Good of like article of non-commercial value. Basically, that's what he's telling this lady. Sit down. Mommy's gonna be so firm now. Sit. Thank you. Literally telling her like she's a commodity of no commercial value. Trying to make her feel less worth of herself. That's how some psychopaths behave towards women. That's how blackmailers behave towards women. Especially the ones that were once your lovers. They will do anything to destroy your self-esteem and self-confidence. Bring you down to zero.
I don't go for anybody.
Yeah, it's favor talking, sis.
Not be me the first person with the favor. Even when you they thought you be second hand. My own second hand, you feel better pass your way because I take care of my children. You don't know where your children for the eat. Even ahead, those say, I don't plan evil against you. No way you never come in. No way they don't support.
Running a business can feel like climbing a mountain. It's actually a volcano.
Sorry, guys.
Zero accounting software.
Let's just stop the advert, go through. So sad, sis. Very sad. Just waiting for the advert to come up and then, yeah.
May our good not kill us.
No, Dr. I, she's checked herself into a treatment center. She's actually checked herself into a treatment center, so thank God for that.
I never seen this kind of thing before, but it happened. In case if it happens, I could have pardoned me.
I felt so bad. I was heartbroken.
I don't know what to do again. I know where I did on medication. This guy did my life because of money.
I'll give you in a minute. I'll give you in a minute.
He don't watch me from this country. He goes, say, I not be one person. No name. You go my YouTube, go the right people. May they not they follow me. Facebook, when they say they go for
I'll give you in a minute, Hannah.
1,000 followers. They break. I don't know what happened to Facebook. If people contact me today,
this guy deactivated her Facebook page with almost 400,000 followers. He deactivated it. He was probably her manager. This evil guy.
You know they ring again. Or they wonder why. Dollars. Heavy. You don't know how I find my way rich. Yeah, I did today. God
Sit.
no.
Sit.
Because my heart is clean. I don't treat anybody badly.
Don't
Push
try.
me to the word. You push me to
You're
the
laughing.
word.
Sit. No.
Now you stab me.
Sit. Thank you.
When I say I
Don't
don't
do
want
it.
a guy, I cannot
Thank
keep on
you.
with this kind of life. Lifestyle. You stab me, you did bleed. You did bleed.
If I'm come and take your me and me.
You
Sit down.
stab me, you did bleed. Me, are you supposed to dey bleed? Favor not good. Then move on with your life. You don't feel move on with that favor.
So sad.
Guys, in case I don't want to talk too much, but in case if I see anything, I'm sorry for everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know the explain. If I keep quiet, but this thing not go kill me.
Hi, Prince Baby Nation. Darling bro, welcome. I see you.
For me to speak out.
Sit down, honey. Welcome, bro. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. You've been missing. Sit down, sit down. You've been missing. So that's Favor's story. That's somebody's ex-husband. That's the devil that this woman has been sleeping with for goodness know how many years and bore kids for him. This person came into her life to destroy her, purposefully to destroy her. And he stated it, that's why I came to you. I came to you to destroy you. Sit down. To destroy you. And he's literally destroying this lady. And I'm only happy, like I said on my blackmail shows. Sit down properly, honey, because you can tip over, you know. Take. The co-host wanted this phone. She wanted the show phone. If anybody wants to call, please feel free to call. Stay in your app, okay? Stay in your app. Just yeah, I said it before. Yeah, I said it before when I did the blackmail show. I said it before when I did the blackmail show that the best thing to do, don't pay them. Do not pay the blackmailer. Don't pay the blackmailer. Allow it, because regardless of what you pay or how much you give them, they would still do it. And when the money is finished, they will come back for more. And that's exactly what Favor is doing now. Your informer, she's tired. She's paid him. He signed an undertaking. Yet, Lavia Bell, thank you, darling sis. Thank you. It's not easy, but it's the joy of it, though. It's the joy. There's joy in being a parent. There is. So, even though he signed the undertaking, yet he's still doing it, threatening her. So I think with her coming out, with informer coming out to say, go ahead and post it, she's somehow taking the power away from him. She's taking that power, that control that he had over her. She's taking it away. Because now he knows she's no longer scared. If you put it out there, it's out there. It doesn't matter. It's a matter of time before everything dies down. That's just a simple truth. And that's my advice I'll give to anybody. But prevention is better than cure. Don't put yourself in a position where, what's that Simple Sandy saying? You guys know Simple Sandy. She said, firecracker, please watch her comments. What's Simple Sandy saying? Brand ambassador for Caribou, I hear you. Who is that? Who? Simple Sandy. Somebody remove that Simple Sandy's comment. Where's Simple Sandy's comment? Admins. Where are my admins? Where is support picking? You guys are not acting. I told you guys to watch Simple Sandy. Hold on. Okay, they've removed it. No, they haven't removed it. Somebody should remove that Simple Sandy's comments there, please. All right, sis. Ajo much fire. Thank you so much, sis. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Admins, watch the comment section. I've told you guys to put an eye on Simple Sandy. Simple Sandy is just her second nature. She would say it. Like, it's almost like it's itchy. You guys have to watch. Seriously. Simple Sandy, this is the longest she's been on the platform, right? So she'll be tempted to do this. Somebody needs to take Simple Sandy's comment out. That comment needs to go out. Admins, I can't. Why am I unable to take the comments off? Queen Atkins Diamond, please help me take that comments out. I think I've taken it out. I've taken it out. Simple Sandy, first warning. I want you guys about her. Thank you. Who is that person who says, Bella, please stop? No, 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 no. Don't say I should stop, please. Who is that? Don't say I should stop. Please, please, please. I beg of you. Don't say I should stop. Whoever said that, I beg of you guys. Don't say I should stop. I'm begging, please. When you guys came, I love my simple Sandy. I love her so much. Don't get me wrong. She said it here herself. She said, please, admins, help me. If I'm derailing, call my attention. We have to call it. Sometimes people are, I'm happy she was honest. She said it because I know her. I know Simple Sandy. I've seen the comments of Simple Sandy when she's on operation. So, and you guys remember when the show started, I called her out. I said, I love her so much, but she's a firecracker. And she actually accepted. Big Mommy, welcome, darling. I see you. Thanks for coming. So yeah, so that's that about this blackmail. So we really have to be careful. It doesn't matter if it's your husband. Don't share it. Don't share it. But if push comes to shove, your nudes are out there, your videos or your pictures, just tell somebody. That's no one's name. It doesn't matter. No. It doesn't matter. You see, Queen Bridget says, oh, darling, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you truly are on the platform and you know how we operate, we don't. See, even Simple Sandy knows. She knows. That's why you see she's not complaining. She knows. We cannot do it. You can, to be honest with you, if you have a comment to tell somebody, I don't mind. I'd rather you call somebody's name and say it to the person in a respectful way. If I'm honest. So let's move to the next part. Let's move to the next part, which is the social myths. It's that to remember. I love my Simple Sandy. Simple Sandy, you know, Simple Sandy is still warming up to the Fountainers guidelines. Now, let's move to the social media myths or social myths. Now, if you did not watch the last show that Asking for a Friend did, my one and only Auntie Dearest on these streets, in this community. If you haven't watched her show that she did with the General Overseer, aka Mama Vankat, aka the General Professor, aka it don't stay away Nyash. I mean original Nyash. Oh, Brenda. Oh my God. If you haven't watched that show, if you guys haven't watched that show, right here, welcome, darling, I see you. If you guys haven't watched that show, you need to go and watch it. You have to go and watch it because that was a beautiful show. That was an amazing show. I called Auntie Rosemary and I thanked her for that show. It was an amazing show because even I learned on that show, and that's why I love shows like that. I learned on that show. I had a shift, a mind shift after watching that show. Tabi Eno, oh my God, the most eligible bachelor in 237. Where have you been, my darling? Long time no see. Welcome. Now, dose. If you haven't watched the show, go and watch it. The Unspoken Truth About Fatherhood. That was a beautiful show. That was a magnificent show. And I'm glad I learned something from that show because when we grow up as kids, there's so many things that we pick up and we have this cultural stereotype. And then you grow up, even if you have the wide or vast level of education, sometimes stay in your app or you risk losing the phone. Thank you very much. Stick to the promise. Okay? Stay on your app or you risk losing the phone. Thank you. Now, it doesn't matter how much level of education you have, there are certain cultural stereotypes that you unlearn as you get older. And that show was one of such shows that I actually learned a thing or two. I'm glad they did the show. Now, I love the way Brenda was very confident. For anybody who doesn't know who Brenda is, her channel on YouTube is the General Overseer. We all know her. This is my little 8 viewers platform. So she has a bigger platform. I'm sure people know her already. But I'm sure maybe 1 or 2 persons may not know. If you don't know, it's the General Overseer. The General Overseer, or stay in your app. Mia, I say for the last time, stay in your app. Okay, please. The co-host has the phone. If you call me, just drop I'll see it anyway. It's gonna ring. The ringtone is on. So the General Overseer, thank you for that show, darling sis. Thank you for being so open and honest. Thank you so much. And should I say, you look beautiful? You're such a beautiful lady. You're such a beautiful lady, and very confident lady too. Very, very confident lady. Because for some people, with everything that has been happening to you, with your personal life experiences, that would have shattered your confidence. But no, it didn't. It did not. You are a mother of 4. You're single-handedly, of course, not technically single-handedly because you have a husband, but you are there with those kids, alone, 4 kids, raising them. And there's one who is actually going to university, which is, in this country, is big sacrifice. In any part of the world, it's huge sacrifice to have to bring up the child to that level where they're actually going to university. And you still stand tall and you still stand very confident. It just shows the person that you are, the character that you are, a strong woman, a fighter, a survivor. A strong woman, a fighter, a survivor. I did a show when the very first piece show I did, where I said, where is the love? And when I stated, one of the reasons I stated that I admired you, that was, we're talking about 2022 that I did this video. I said in that video, I admire the motherhood in you. I admire when I watch and see the way you're having, you mother your kids. It's admirable. Your mothering feeling comes across. People can feel it. And I wasn't wrong when I said that. When you explain your story from when you had your baby. All right, big sis and a friend. Okay. Thank you. I will refrain. Thank you. When you narrated this chat, you're sending your WhatsApp messages to people. Stop it. You stop it now, okay? Stick to your app. Stick. Okay? So I remember when you talked about having a child when you were just 17 and you narrated your story, how you were trying to go out and make a life for yourself. Okay. And you were going to, your plans were to leave your baby and go solo. But then, as young as you were, 17, you said you looked into your eyes, in the eyes of your daughter, and your daughter looked at you to say, Mommy, don't do this without me. And you picked up your baby and said, I'm not doing this without my daughter. And that alone touched me differently, because any 17-year-old would have been like, oh my God, I don't care. I have a life to live. I have so much ahead of me I need to accomplish. I'm young. Oh, did you guys see what Brenda said? I'm beautiful. The general person said, I'm too beautiful. Fine girls. A beautiful Stick to your app. Last warning. Stick to your app, or I will take. You risk losing the phone. Stick to your app. A beautiful 17-year-old with a baby, they would have wanted to jump off and just jump on the bandwagon and jet off and abandon the baby. But no, you did not. That is already character right there. Okay? Stick to your app. Stick to your app, Miss Ray. Thank you. That's character right there. You know, you're not selfish. You are not selfish. You're considerate. That's consideration being displayed right there, because you would have abandoned the child, but you didn't. So that to me was an eye-opener to say it's not an excuse. Stick to your app. To say it's an eye-opener, so we don't make excuses for young people and say they are young, they don't know what they're doing. Any good and well, you know, mannered somebody will behave. Any considerate or caring or loving person, it exudes care and love and affection and compassion. That section of that show, that's what it taught me. She has, big sister, she has. I hear the graduation girl. Welcome, darling sis. I see you. If you don't stick to your app, I will take the phone. Okay? Stick to your app. Thank you. So that, for me, was character right there. That, for me, was character right there. Because you would have looked at your beauty and how young you were to jet off and enjoy your life and jump from one nightclub to the other, or jump from one destination to another, but you decided to take your child and said, you know what? We are going to suffer together. If we don't have food, we're going to starve together. If it's just bread we have, we're going to eat the bread and drink water together. You know, if it's just Gary, we're going to drink the Gary and sleep together. That's what a good mother does. That's what a good mother does. They hang on to their baby despite the situation, despite the difficulties they are facing, despite the challenges, despite the darkness in front of them. They hang on to their child for dear life and protect them. And they vow to give them the best, which is what you actually promise yourself, you promise your child, and it's exactly what you're doing. And that's why I said to you, celebrate your daughter's graduation as if it were yours. Because you sacrificed. You made the sacrifices as a mother to see that that child is who they are today, to build the foundation for that child or your children to be better persons tomorrow. You should be proud of yourself for that. Beautiful Queen B, I see you. Thank you so much for coming, darling. Thank you so much. Stay in your app. Simple Sunny say, only when I try to understand Bella in English, boom. Afaf just enter with his own English, then just confuse me. What are we going to do with this Simple Sunday? What are we going to do with this Simple Sunday? Oh, God help us all. Now, in that show that they did, I could pick out 3 major things to talk about from there. There are many. You can pick 3. I picked 3, but there are so many we can learn from. Stay in your app. Stay in your app. Thank you. Stay in your app. I would send you to Mommy Zion Efret if you don't stay in your app, and you will put in a naughty corner for a longer time than I do you. Okay. Now, The first thing I picked on that show was peer pressure. Peer pressure is something that we talk about, or we don't talk about it a lot, as we should in our community. Okay. We should be talking about peer pressure, talking about peer pressure with our children, with our younger ones, our nieces and our nephews. Peer pressure is something very dangerous. A lot of parents, we blame our kids for falling into peer pressure, but that lies on us. Oh, International Boss Lady Court of Justice, our newest mommy. Welcome, darling, woman of God. Welcome, sis. How is our baby? How is the princess doing? I hope she's doing amazing. Now, parents always blame their kids when they fall for peer pressure, but no, that responsibility is ours as parents. What you do to impact the confidence of your child, it's very significant when it has to do with their relationship and interaction with their peers. You want to teach your child, because Brenda stated there that when she was 17 and very beautiful, which you are still beautiful, my darling sis, you are still gorgeous, okay? You're a beautiful woman. She was so beautiful and her friends were all gorgeous and she had all eyes. The men were all, falling for her. And all her friends were already like into men and they were literally, running faster than their shadows. And with the pressure, there's a peer pressure on her to want to fit in, to want to belong. Because remember, peer pressure is all about wanting to fit in, wanting to be accepted. Okay, because your friends will be like, oh, you are like a party pooper, goody two shoe. So you don't want to be goody two shoe and you don't want to be a party pooper. So what do? You want to fit in, and in order to fit in, you go against your upbringing or your core principles. But as parents, we have to instill in those kids, teach them about peer pressure. They need to understand that it's okay to be unique, because uniqueness is what stands out and sells. You do not have to please your friends and get yourself into trouble. Because youngsters these days, because of the bullying that is happening in our community, youngsters find themselves, actually succumbing to peer pressure. And when that happens, before they realize it, it's too late. The consequences are already damaging. As it were the case of Brenda, but she turned her story around and it ended in a beautiful way. She turned her narrative around. But for some people, the narrative ends up tragically. I'll give you an example. Let me tell you guys a story. It's a true story. I love when I talk and I use examples. Now, this happened in Australia. Okay, and I'll give you examples also that happen here in the UK. I don't know how, wherever you are, if you've heard about any peer pressure examples, you can drop it in the comment section. Now, in Australia, it wasn't on the news. I read it on the newspaper. It's to remember, say, Bella, dose with this, your grammatical. It's not dose with this, your grammatical terms. And now, wait, see. Sorry, some of we know simplify a beg. Where sis? What is it I said? Don't try me. You don't push it, because I know you're just pulling my leg. All the fountainers are learned. They're just pulling my leg. You all understand everything. Now, an example. This is something that happened in Australia. True story about peer pressure. This guy was a rugby player. He was out with his friends. They had a garden party. They were drinking, having fun, having a great time. The lads together. Okay, they were having a great time. Now, in their drunken stupor, peer pressure kicked in. As they were, playing around, these are like young adults. The friends turned and said to me, they saw a slug. I don't know if you guys know slug. Slug is like like a snail. You guys know these snails that actually walk in the garden grass without the shell, the slugs. You guys know what slugs are, right? Those snails without shells. Clearance mixes. Yeah, so they saw a slug in the garden. And so they dared one of the rugby players, this young guy, and said to him, "We dare you to eat the slug." Dr. Obo, I say, doesn't you haven't seen a snail in the garden, or haven't you come across any snail without a shell? That's a slug. It's black, it's slimy, like very like jelly on it. Very jelly snail without the shell on it. That's a slug. Now, this boy ate the slug because he wanted to prove a point to his friends that he's capable of eating that slug just to feel macho. He ate the slug. And what happened to this guy? This guy, few hours later, was rushed to the emergency ward. And before you knew it, the guy was paralyzed from head down. This guy was paralyzed from head down. He suffered. He was wheelchair bound for years and later on passed on because of a daring game, because of peer pressure. That's how far peer pressure can push innocent people. They are very dangerous. Yes. He ate the slug, rushed to A&E, paralyzed for the rest of his life, lost his rugby career, spent the rest of his life in wheelchair, housebound, and he ended up dying. That's what peer pressure can do to you. And you hear it all the time here in the UK. Peer pressure, where they ask the other ones, "I dare you to jump from the bridge into the sea or into the river," and they jump and they're gone. Yes, support picking. Okay, so peer pressure is dangerous. So I learned that, and that's a lesson I learned from that show, that there are always consequences of peer pressure. Some are lucky to come out of it, like it was the case of the general overseer. Others not so lucky. So we really have to be very careful and teach our kids the importance of not doing things to follow the crowd. Don't be a sheep. Do things as your parents have taught you. Do things that you know are right. Don't do things because you want to be accepted. Don't be a crowd pleaser. Don't be a crowd pleaser, because you're going to try pleasing people and end up losing yourself, losing your own identity, and worse still, losing your life. And worse still, losing your life. So that's one aspect. I learned about co-parenting, how it is important to have a cordial and friendly relationship with the parents, your baby daddies or your baby mommies. How important it is to keep the peace, stability, and welfare or well-being of your kids. And that's why I rang when I called on the show and said I wanted stick to your app, please. Excuse me. That's why I called on that show, because I wanted Brenda to, because I always think my fear, and that's my fear, and that's why I said I learned. The thing I learned on that day is when Brenda said, when she gets support from the baby daddies, she does not discriminate. The fact that it's coming from Lynette's dad doesn't mean that she would not use that financial support to also do something for Payoyo. No. She gets the money and makes sure every child is looked after. It doesn't mean because your daddy is the richer one, you get preferential treatment. No. Because that was my worry growing up, even though I have this, I've read. But I've always wondered, how does that work when situations like this happen, when you have kids with different dads and maybe one of the father is more well off than the other. And she explained that. And the way she co-parents with the fathers is just amazing. It's amazing. And it tells the kids, it literally passes on a message to the kids that you respect every single person in your life, regardless of your differences. Even if you fall out, okay, especially if it's somebody that's dear to you, you don't go and damage the person's character. You don't talk bad about the person to the other person just because you want to satisfy your own ego. or your own devilish pleasures. Because trust me, as individuals, we all have minds of our own. We see things differently. We process things differently. And if you go about telling your kids how horrible your dad was, is a bad man, very disrespectful, insults you, he doesn't like you, I'm the best mommy, your daddy is rubbish, he's crap, he's the nastiest daddy. These kids will grow up, they'll ask, they find, they will probe their dad and ask those questions. And before you know it, they'll get all the answers that are contradictory to yours. And then you become the common enemy in the relationship. But no, she's maintained a great relationship with each and every dad to her kids. And that, to me, what that tells me is she's respecting their boundaries and they are respecting her boundaries. And that's why I say in every relationship, it's important to respect each other's boundary, regardless of how close you are with that person. As human beings, we all have our boundaries that we protect. And if you feel like somebody's encroaching, of course, you're going to be on a defense. You're going to be very defensive and you're going to go, or attack. Okay, you're going to be defensive or go on the attack. So with Brenda, the fact that she's able to maintain a great relationship with all of this dad, it speaks volume of the kind of person that you are, Brenda. It does, honestly, it does. It does. And that's one characteristic, a character of yours that I will praise. Because it's not easy. It's not one, it's not two, it's not three. These are 4 men, adults, independent men, hardworking, working class men. Yet, you are able to maintain this great relationship with them. It just tells us that respecting people's boundaries, communication, understanding is key in everything that we do. In everything that we do. It's very important. So I really want to appreciate you for being open and honest, because your story taught some of us, I speak for myself, so many lessons. If I were to review that show detailedly, we'll be here I could review that show for a full 2 hours. But because I knew I had other things to say, I had to just bring these 3 core things. So we talk about a co-parenting, because co-parenting is very good. Because it's better to be co-parenting than stay under the same roof and be in a toxic relationship. Stay in your app. Stay in your app, young lady. Thank you very much. You think you're smart. You know how our culture as Africans. Let me read some comments. I hope I haven't missed very important comments. I need to read some comments. If person want please people die in the process, I go just come chop wipe my hands for my foot. It has to be this, my big sis. You and I don't go Lily. You guys will not make heaven, I swear. I'm not a fan of Brenda, but I respected her on that fact. Thank you, big sis. You see, thank you. I have so much respect for you. You know that, and that comment means a lot. And she would read it and she says it. La Vie Belle say, our kids are very smart, so we don't need to talk bad about anybody. They can see for themselves. Absolutely, 100%. I agree. Okay, now. Okay, so like I said, co-parenting is better than being under the same roof, both parents, and being in a toxic relationship and end up ruining your kids. I'd rather you go your separate ways and then we can co-parent together, because sometimes being best of friends is healthier for the child. Okay, and it's teaching the child that you don't necessarily have to Be with somebody, but you can still coexist happily. Because trust me, monkey see, monkey do. Stay in your app. Monkey see, stay in your app. Stay in your app, Miss Ray. Now, stay in your app. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. You have given me so much grief today. Now, some people stay in the relationship and they are hurt every single day. There is nowhere in the law that says a woman cannot remarry and remarry and remarry. There's no way. We have to stop the stereotype, the African cultural stereotype that if a woman has multiple men or has been married multiple times, that woman is a prostitute or a cheap slut. No, I have to literally shift my mindset from that. Okay, I have to stop, because if we are preaching to women to say, listen, get out of any toxic relationship. If you feel like you're threatened, you're not happy, move out. If you've sought every possible solution, you cannot work it out, move on. We cannot then condemn women who do that, because what we're trying to do, we're doing is double standard. We cannot be doing double standard on women. We can't. And there's nowhere that says you are only allowed to find love or fall in love just once. There's nowhere that's stated in any book anywhere. What's happened, Queen Bridget? Who upset Queen Bridget? Bella, you for talk with your back for be sure say na true ye talk. What is that? What's happened? Who's upset Queen Bridget? Queen Bridget just said, who English help? He put them from this media. Who's upset? King Pro! Welcome, darling. I see you. Oh my God. Welcome. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Queen Bridget, who is upset you now, darling sis? What's happened? Please don't be upset. What's happened? Please, guys, let's be loving and respectful in the comment section. Right. So we cannot condemn women when we're actually empowering women. We cannot condemn them. No, we cannot condemn them. We just can't. If we're telling them, if it's not working for you, you feel like it's not working and your mental well-being is at stake, move on, then we cannot then turn around and condemn them. No, no. Because I literally have to unteach myself this way of thinking. Yeah, Queen Bridget, I literally had to. Oh my God. No. You see, this is a problem with us. We don't have to. We don't. English does not determine somebody's level of success or presence in any social setting. English doesn't do it. As for me, it has to do with confidence. If you're a confident person, self-confidence, self-worth, assertive, it doesn't matter what language you're using. If you're confident, assertive, and knowledgeable in whatever you're saying, that's what is most important. No. For me, it's not about the English. It's about being assertive, being confident, and being knowledgeable with what you say. Okay, even I cannot be, English is not my first language. It's not my first language at all. So we cannot. The simple truth, you can't be laughing at somebody's lingua, because some of us make those errors. Some of our pronunciations are not the best. And even the people who are making fun of people's pronunciation are making their same mistakes. And we can't. We are all, English is just a borrowed language. We are Cameroonians. I'm from Bafut. That's my language. My mother tongue is Bafut, isn't it? That's my mother tongue. Bafut. I'm a Bafut fountainer. That's the honest truth. So yeah, so it's important. Co-parent, co-parenting. That show hammered home co-parenting, the importance and the success of co-parenting. And I want to thank Brenda a lot. So many people are going to watch that show and they will feel like they are not condemned. They are not condemned. It's okay. I watched a show. There was a lady. I watched this show. There was actually a lady. I actually watched a show. This lady, she had divorced her husband and they had 2 kids together. But they were living in the same roof, under the same roof, in the same house, but separate rooms. Okay. Now, for some people, they'll think that's very unconventional. It works for them. Whatever works for you. Okay. Whatever works for you. That's most important. Whatever works for you. Ma Ladies, my beautiful sis. Welcome, darling. Hope my little baby is doing great. What works for you works for you. So we cannot condemn. If anything, we need to learn from people like Brenda. There are people out there who want to know how that is actually working. How is she doing it? She's using her story to empower more women and more men. And more men. Because there are men who are actually in a relationship. They're dying in there. They're worried. Metapi kid. Oh, that's my darling small. Welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Now, there are men who are in relationship that actually they're also dying to come out of that relationship, but they don't just know how to do it. And if they listen to stories like this, they will contact maybe Brenda. Can I speak to one of their daddies? I need to find out from them. How do they go about doing it to make sure that they are happy and actually coexisting with their baby mama? These are the kind of stories we should be learning from. These are the type of stories for me I want to see more in our community to learn. Sit properly, please. Sit. I'm almost done, honey. Can you take a seat, please? Miss Ray, sit down, please. Thank you. Sit properly, okay? Do you want a cushion? I can give you a cushion. Sit. I'll give you a cushion. Sit down. Thank you very much. Okay, Mommy's almost rounding up with her friends and I'll be right there with you. Brenda's story is an empowerment story for me. That's how I look at it. Asking for a friend, say, thinking about all the challenges Brenda has, she does not shy away from doing her best. Absolutely. And she's full of wisdom. She is something you can't learn from school. Thank you very much, Auntie Rosemary. It was an amazing show, King Pro. It was. Now, the last part, the last thing I pulled out from was the in-law. When Brenda stated that even up till date, her in-laws are in the lives, they're involved, actively involved in the lives of the kids that she's having, the kids she's had with her brother, okay, her ex-husband. This to me was very humbling because you guys know our African in-laws, how some of them can be. How some of them can be our African in-laws. We can be so mean sometimes. Even some of them, once you've decided to part ways with their brothers or their sister, to them you are dead. To them you're dead and buried, you're gone. They have nothing to do with you. They want nothing to do with the kids. And worse still, some of them will literally fight custody with you. They will take away the child from you. The type of in-laws. I've made a show about challenging in-laws and how to deal with them. This we have in our community. And the fact that we have in-laws who are there, for them, it's not about the 2 adults. It's about the children. Like we always say, we are the adults. We decide to have our difficulties, our challenges that we cannot put aside and fix, or we feel like we cannot come together and gel together. So we cannot punish the kids for that. And that is exactly what Brenda and her in-laws are doing. Yes, I'm no longer in love with your son or with your brother, but you have a child with my son or my brother, and that child is our blood. And so we're going to be in the life of that child through thick and thin. And that is a beautiful thing to see. That is a beautiful thing to hear. Because most in-laws will run away and only come up when those girls are getting married to come and collect bride price. Some in-laws will hide. You never see them. They will never buy a pen or a book or even ask how the child is doing or call on their birthdays to wish them happy birthday. But they will sit and wait because according to our African custom, the in-laws, the sister-in-laws or auntie-in-laws, they get given some, little envelopes. They will just sit and wait for the day they will say there's a knock door. And all of them will come and sit in their numbers and wait for them to be provided with wrappers and all the goodies from the husband's side. But no, Brenda says hers are there, actively involved, making sure these kids are happy, being present in the life of those kids. P, welcome, darling. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Please, if you're here and you haven't liked and subscribed, please do me a favor. Do me a favor. Please just tap on that like button, okay? And tap on that subscribe button. Do you get a favor by doing so, please? So it's very, stick to your app, honey. Can you stick to your app, please? Don't get on my Facebook page because you're going to cause havoc. Hey! It's so challenging to give birth to a smart child. The co-host keeps me on my toes. I don't even know how I have flesh on me. Trust me, when I take her to her routine appointments, the doctors and the nurses are like, Mom, how come? how come you still have some flesh on you? Co-host. Stick to your app, honey, please. Thank you. So for me, it's so touching to see her in-laws are so involved in the lives of the kids. It's so touching. So I want to say well done to her in-laws. Fantastic job. It means a lot. Because we have to know our family members. Some aunties and uncles are so estranged in our lives, and then you don't know your cousins. And the world is a small place these days. It's a small world we live in nowadays. It's a small world. Before you know it, your daughter will fall in love with the first cousin. Your son will fall in love with the first cousin. And then you see one day, what have you done, honey? Where's my connection? Don't do this, okay? And then you sit one day at home, your child comes and says, oh, I found a lover. I have a fiance. I have somebody who's interested in me. And then this person comes and you go, oh, who is your father? Oh, my father is Mr. Ayok Orok. Mr. Ayok Orok who lives behind the pump in, how you call it? How you call all those places in Kumba? Fiango. Mr. Orok Ojong in Fiango. Behind the public tap. And then you start thinking, oh my God, it can't be. But because we left those kids, we abandoned them. And then they've literally gone around the world and met themselves, unfortunately, and fallen in love. And for some people, before you know it, they're already pregnant for each other. So it's important that we are, in-laws are in the life of their daughters or sons, kids, their nieces and nephews. It's very important. So these are the 3 core things I could pick from that show. But there are so many. I have a caller. Oh. Mommy has a call. Mommy has a call, baby. Thank you. Let me answer the call, okay? And I'll give it back to you. Okay. Sit properly. Mommy has a call. Uh-oh. Hello. Hi, darling. Okay, let me put you on the show. Hold on. Yeah, you're on the show. Go on, Miss Kim. Sit down properly, honey. Hello, we can hear you, darling. Carry on.
Yeah, I'm still cracking up. Simple Sandy, everybody. Good evening.
Good evening, darling. Simple Sandy is a character. Thank you, darling.
Everyone.
Thank you,
I
sis.
greet everyone who missed me.
Yes, we
Yeah,
missed you.
thank you. Yeah.
I hope you
miss
guys can hear.
Nice show as usual. Simple Sandy. Everybody. People should not mind my baby. So do you people think I was angry with my baby?
Sit down, please.
I just needed to tell her.
Let me get your
So
iPad.
she, even if she has to like scream, she will know that if she screams a lot, I will have abortion and everything. But this is my baby. I don't even get angry with her. I didn't even know that is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bella. Concerning your show, I'm really impressed.
Thank
But
you.
one thing I would like to say is when you have an issue with someone, face that person. Don't go to her family, her husband, her kids, and everybody. I prefer you face that person and leave the family out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That is my own opinion.
Yeah.
And the show you said about Brenda and Ma Afaf.
Yeah.
From what you said, it's a nice show.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
fantastic show. You should watch it. You should watch it.
Yeah, it's from what you said, it's really a nice show. But there's one thing I would like to say.
Mm-hmm.
In as much as someone is mature, in as much as someone doesn't come to you to bother you for like my baby is sick, my this is this, I don't think it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
How much time you have because I don't think anyone who cannot cater for a child will not go in for.
Yeah.
Except those ones back home who just do anyhow and expect people to come and support them. Yeah. But in as much as someone is capable and the person doesn't ask for anything, I don't have a problem.
Thank you.
How many children you have is
Thank you.
Nobody wish to have children, but in a relationship that doesn't work, you die because you want to please people.
Exactly.
Are you bothered about what people will say?
Exactly.
I do not care. I do not care because not everybody was destined to get married, or not everyone is opportune to have a man. And you will not like someone. If you would love to have your children, why not? If you're capable and you want to have your children, why not?
Exactly.
You must not depend on a man to.
Oh, La Vie Belle, thank you, darling sis. Good night. Exactly.
To cater for you, in as much as you can cater for a child, I don't see any problem because for me, even if I go and make a baby, because maybe you are going to the first person you go will say, okay, it was my love and so on. And sometimes shit happen.
Yeah.
And shit happen and you leave. And then you will not lament the rest of your life because you had a breakup.
Yeah.
You have to give yourself a chance to try again.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, that one person that when I fall, I don't remain there. I will cry, get up and pick
dust yourself and move on. Absolutely.
I will not lament.
Thank you, Miss
I'll stay there. So
thank
for
you,
me, I don't see anything wrong. I don't see anything wrong why you should say this has happened. In life, shit happen as well, and it's in relationship and everything. We cannot say everything is rosy all the time.
Of course not. That's why I said in the show, the last show, I don't know if you're watching Miss Kim, I said in life, you have to go through thorns to pick up the rose. The rose is at the top. You have to walk through thorns to get to the rose. Sit. So yeah, that's life. People have to. You don't have to. If some people are lucky to find love, some people are lucky to find love so many times. You know, you can't stop them.
Do you prefer those that are unlucky to find love to die because they want to please the population?
Exactly.
Yeah, this is And yeah,
thank you.
And
thank you so much, darling.
You've been missing. I greet you all.
My soft-spoken Miss Kim. Thank you, darling. Love you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Well. I concentrate on my children.
Yes. Oh, bye, darling. Bye. Oh, Miss Kim. So yeah, so guys, that's if there's any caller, please feel free to call. But I think we were gonna round up the show now. I think Auntie Rosemary has a show. Asking for a Friend has a show after me. Now, all in all, please let's remember, we are a people. We thrive more in unity. When things are like in a chaotic state, people don't think, people fight each other. Even your enemy will walk in to try and cause confusion among you sisters and brothers. Okay, so let's be wise. But if you are together, you can talk together, you can think together, and you can always make things happen together and put the enemy out of your relationship. It's very important. And if we have to say things, careful, Mama, sit down, please. If we always have to say things, Visionary Star TV. Mommy Bree has a show before Auntie Rosemary. Okay, Mommy Bree. Is it on BBT? No, it's not on BBT. It's on BBTV or on Facebook. On BBTV or on Facebook. So let's remember that. And also, we always have to remember this blackmail thing. Let's be very cautious with whatever we do when it has to come relationship and nudity. Or BBTV, okay. We have a caller. Hello, Big Sis. Sit properly. Hi, Big Sis. Should I put you on the show? Yay. Okay. Right. You're on the show. Carry on.
Hello, I greet everybody. I know say sometime in a video will give a talk this matter. I need the talk go for any person will get personal beefing with each other. That one their own business. They still continue with their saga and all that. They want a general talk. If we want to keep a positive community, make we learn how to, support, encourage, try to blend in with, our people. Even if they make mistakes, try to correct them.
Exactly.
Not before underestimate them or look down on them because they don't speak well, or they don't present themselves for public in a different way. All man free mount camera can't stand for front, talk say, oh na me this, my name that this. Some people they the next speech, they present themselves on a national TV with their own country talk.
Yeah.
And they still be watch.
Yeah.
And they still people that they understand them.
Yeah.
They still get fans. So I beg, may we try to correct our people there. I know that all mother men is for the street. But before one come out for all this negativity, now for start for the correct our own.
Thank you.
Show love for our own people them.
Thank you.
It no matter. So I need to come and say I want to say my beefing, personal beefing with somebody may they go unite or wait. That one are their own business. But as a general, so sure and they will come for day. More learn how to correct each other.
Yeah.
More learn how to, more get open mind for learn new skills. Not be all man.
Thank you.
It's
very frightening. It's challenging.
I never be fan for Brenda, but I feel I really, really respect Brenda for way if you can't talk for day.
Yeah.
Even though the all thing way me I fit up for years, it will be perfect. But at least it don't mount the camera, it don't stand, it don't present itself.
Yeah.
More respect for that fact.
Thank you very much, Big Sis.
More honor you for that fact. More encourage you. Me come more because the more you come, the more you talk, the more you correct, the encourage you, the more you go to learn.
Yes, and the more stories people can learn from it. the more people can learn from it. Instead of making somebody to feel downgraded, you want to uplift the person, you know?
I know say even me I not be perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
I know say all my body has no way to talk, but I not be perfect. I get my own mistake them. And to be honest, I'm not stand like Brenda talk all those things. It is people they not get stories. Any man get stories.
Yeah.
But maybe all man go stand so present himself, explain, talk from A to Z.
Thank you, big sis.
So I beg my brothers and sisters, more learn for not to laugh at each other.
Thank you so much.
More learn for to encourage each other. More learn for show love. Now for their positive community go come out. You know what come out from anywhere come it up with. Now we get for change.
Thank you.
Now we get for change. I love you now all.
Love you too, big sis. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you so much, big sis, for that call. Thank you so much. And the thing is, Brenda is multilingual. She speaks Spanish. She speaks French. She speaks English. She speaks Pidgin English. And I'm sure she speaks her mother tongue as well. So already she's beaten some of us hands down. Like seriously. Like that's 4 languages that the young lady can speak that we can't, to be honest. Caller, I be one invite you, make we go drink, but the owner for the bar say, oh my goodness. I told you guys. See? Thank you so much, big sis. Thank you so much. Now, so if there's no other caller, that we're going to round up the show, and I will say thank you guys so much. Thank you, Brenda. I love the show. That show, Brenda, your mommy Afaf did. I love the fact that she allow you talk. Sometimes as an interviewer, you have to, even though you plan for your show, you have questions. You have a way, envisage a direction you want the show to go. But you have to listen or actually gauge the show, gauge the interviewee and see where they're going and allow them to flow. And I feel like that's what Auntie Rosemary did on that day. She allowed you, Brenda, to go with your flow. And that enabled you to give out your story raw and very, coherent. And it was very explicit and people could understand and see it and almost like walk your journey, if I may say so. It was an amazing show. It was so good. So thank you both so much. Sit down properly, honey. So let me round up, okay? If you don't sit properly, I'll send you off to Nana Rosemary, okay? I'll put you in a box and DHL you to Nana Rosemary. When she's tired, she'll send you to Auntie Zion Efret. Nana Rosemary and Auntie Zion Efret. Get ready. Co-host is coming. So thank you guys so much. Thanks everybody. I appreciate you guys so much. It's been a fantastic show. It's been an amazing show. Okay, I love you guys so much for your continuous support. If you haven't liked, if you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor. Do me a favor. I'm going to continue to monitor and help our darling sis, my firecracker, Simple Sandy. We're going to keep helping her, okay? We will instill in her the spirit of a fountainer. So thank you so much, Brenda. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm just going to call out names. I appreciate every single person that's here for their unflinching love for me. The General Overseer, thank you so much. Danny FBI Clarence, my darling big sis, always so loving and caring. Thank you. Queen Atkins Diamond, thank you so much. Queen of High Standards, I appreciate you always for being. Simple Sandy, my firecracker, thank you so much, darling sis, for being here. Miss Kim, asking for a friend, my one and only Auntie Dearest, Visionary Star TV, Minister Mrs. Bridget Benjamin. Thank you so much for being here, Mommy Bree. Thank you so much. Big sis Zion Fred, our beautiful bombshell big sis. Thank you so much for being so supportive. I appreciate you so much. Who else? We have your mouth for reading this. Thank you so much. Ajo Mashfire, thank you so much, sweet sis. I thank you so much, Ama TV, my selfless sis. I thank you so, Paul Pikin, La Vie est Belle. Oh, my sweet sis, Meta Pikin, my small big mommy. Thank you so much, Ken Smith. Thank you so much, Queen Bridget. Thank you, darling. Dr. Opal, my love. Thank you. Tabi Eno, the most eligible bachelor in 237. Thank you so much for coming. P. Welcome, P. And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Meta Pikin. Yvette Mokum. My darling, sweet, respectful baby sister. I appreciate you, darling. Thank you so much. Peace person. My mama for life. I die with you. Big sis. Big sis, I don't go Lily. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Mom of two boys, thank you so much. Who else have I not called? Sit properly, honey. Sit. Thank you all so much. King Pro! Mwah. Thank you so much, King Pro. I appreciate you. Thank you, P. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to play my cultural song and we can exit, okay? I'm a proud Bafu girl. Proud Bafu girl. Proud Bafu girl. Oh, sis Goretta, my backbone. How can I forget you? Thank you so much, sis, for always being so supportive. Thank you so much. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. Is Siru? Hey, Woody. Julius Segale, Louis Babu, Kurule Massa. Aya oh. Eh. Luiba Mukurule Massa. Oh, back when you lay Massa. Oh, better will sa. Oh, song bang ya. Alele. Eba. Yeah. Oh, Prince Baby Nation, my darling bro. The king of water dogs. Julia le sesegale, do you babu kurule masa. Ngomajina wo kwa wadio. Ngomajina wo kwa wandi. Ngomajina manti kwa na sasa. Ngomajina manti kwa na sasa lo. Ngomajina wo kwa wandi. Ngomajina wo kwa wandi yo. Ngomajina wo kwa wandi yo. Maria Risa. Yes, I'm your Clarence. Oh, cheers, Kitchen, my darling big sis. Oh, yo, oh. Aya, oh. Big sis are the friends. segale no yiba bukurule masa. Wait. Are you on the phone? Are you on the phone? Are you on the phone? Yeah. Tuba. Yeah. Wumele uma. Margarisa, sis. Good night, big sis. Aya oh, Giole sesegale nuiba mukurule masa. Ngobashine wakwa wadio, ngobashine wakwa wandi. Ngobasige manti kwa na sasa. Ngomuge manti kwa na sasa lo, ngomuge manti kwa na sasa. Oh oh oh. Lucky, love you too, darling. Thank you guys so much. Let's go watch BBTV. She's going, I think she has a premiere or a live show now. Thank you guys so much. Love you all so much. Mwah. Bye guys. Bye everybody. Goodbye.